Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another Fortnite video on the channel. And today we're going to talk about something actually very exciting that's coming to Fortnite to help revive the game a little bit. There's a Playground limited time mode that is coming to Fortnite. It's like a sandbox kind of game mode. I'm honestly really excited about this. It's going to be great for the game. It's what has been rumored to come out for such a long time now. And I am going to be talking about it now. If you guys don't know what it is, basically no one really knew what it really was until they really released the patch notes. So Fortnite Playground Limited Time Mode is the game's attempt at like this. Again, their sandbox mode, which allows players to explore the map more freely without the threat of other players. So like you can go with your friends, you can even other players. You can walk around the whole map. I don't think there's gonna be a circle to reduce us in or to minimize us to go into the map. I think it's just you can walk around the whole map freely without the threat of other players. You can kill other players, I think, and you can respawn. I'm gonna get onto that later. Um, so what is this about? Basically, it's what Epic Games, the Playground limited time mode will work like this: battle and build your hearts to your heart's content with an extended period of time to roam around the map as well as increased resource generation. All treasure chests and ammo crates will be spawned. Try dropping in different spots and scope out the loot. Friendly fire is on so you can scrimmage with your squad up to 4 prints per match. But fear not, you'll respawn immediately. Oh, and there's loads of llamas. So there really is emphasis on the extended amount of resources and materials being given in this game mode. So this means that you'll load into the map with you and just up to 3 of your friends, like in the squad. You can freely explore and loot anything without any players approaching, and you can assume without the pressure of a circle closing in. That's what I said before. All treasure chests and ammo crates will spawn, meaning loot will be easy to find and allow you to learn the map. The spawn location in a safe setting. I think that there should have been introduced, a long time ago in the map in the game, maybe like the first limited time mode, because now there's like a lot of people are very good at this game. Like people are getting better, but I've recently seen players like no skin players. There's a lot more, and they aren't very good, especially in LTM the 20v20 to the final fight. And there's a lot of players aren't very good. There's some that are very good, and then some aren't good. It's really weird. I think this mode should have been introduced a lot earlier in the games, but now I guess we get it now, and it's honestly really exciting. Um, what was it gonna go on to? Friendly fire and instant respawn means you and your friends can play together with each other, whether for fun or for practice, in any of the map's locations, which is great. As both a fun sandbox mode and tool to learn the map and practice building and combat, Playground LTM can prove to be incredibly useful for players of all skill types. Um, Honestly, that's going to be great for us. Like, we can build as much as we want now, like how you did in the regular mode. I guess it's like now showing us that we can practice building because, like, building not so much anymore, but it was a very, very big part of Fortnite. You see all those build battles, and it was insane to see like all these sky bases, like not sky bases, but like people who built so high in order to get a kill. It was insane. So now I guess they're trying to, go back to that and say, oh, you can do this for fun. Now you can play with your friends and just like, you can. It's something that we wanted for a while. You can play with your friends. You can kill them and respawn and just keep learning the map as we go. And I guess it is showing now you can do this. So it could be a hinting at maybe a possible new map could be coming to Fortnite. It's been a rumor for so long, or there's going to be adding on to the new map like new locations. Because let's face it, some locations are very favored of the others. Like Tilted Towers is very, very popular again now. Dusty Divot isn't as popular as it was. It was popular for me with the first week and a half, maybe 2 weeks when it first came out. But now no one really goes there anymore. Like I landed there a couple times recently, and it hasn't. No one really goes there. Maybe one or two players max will go there with you. Another important point is stats and challenges will not be tracked in this mode. So meaning opening chests in named areas or ticking off gnome or pitches won't be possible from the other previous challenges. I don't have to worry about that because I did thankfully get 7 week challenges done. This gameplay was me grinding them out. This is the better gameplay I got. I had like 4 or 5 gameplays that I recorded. Each of them were like pretty bad. I got one kill. I got killed. I tried solo and it wouldn't really work out. So this is like I think 4 kills, and then ultimately I do get killed in the end. I tried throwing gas bombs and it didn't really work out. I got pushed by like 5 or 6 players, and I'm like, you know what? It's done. So I just gave up on that point. but the challenges and everything won't be stacked or tracked even in this playground game mode. I just think it's pretty fair. But then again, like, players could use Playground LTM as a way to do their challenges, because me personally, when I did the challenges, like in 20v to the final fight, or in solo or duos or squads or whatever I had to do, um, it did affect the stats. Like, there's going to be more games played and then less wins or less kills and stats like that. It takes away a game, and like it ruins your stats. If people really care about that, I don't really care about my stats in Fortnite, to be honest. But some people really do care about that. People's stats are going to be off because of the um the challenges that they try to do. So I guess they could have helped maybe implement the challenges in it in Playground, so it could help players do the challenges easier in Playground mode, and they would have had an easier time to do it. Just a couple more things, guys. These are things that we really don't know yet. We don't know how long the match in Playground will run for, or if it'll play indefinitely until you quit. So you built your heart's intent, so just that, like, you can do as much as you want, as much time as you need, and you can ultimately quit the match, or it has like maybe a 20-minute time, and then you're done and you just find it again. It just seems weird, maybe you could just build as much as you want and then do what you want to do. But at the same time, you don't want to go on for hours and hours and hours and get bored of it, and then you're never going to play it again. You want to have a certain time, so you want to go back again. I think that would make more sense. But either way, I think it's going to be great. We don't know whether replays will be active, on the supported systems, obviously. Maybe Nintendo Switch doesn't have it. I don't know, for a fun fact. But we don't know if you can go back and see, okay, this is what I could do differently, in your replay. But even then, when you die, you could think, okay, I should have done that differently. And you could respawn and go back again and do that. But either way, seeing a replay would be really fun, because you can see the funniest moments you had when you did that. And also, how long will the mode be around for? We can barely base that on previous LTMs. They're around for maybe 3 weeks. 50v50 is always going to be around, but the final fight has taken over. I think 50v50 is probably better to take in rather than 20v20v20, because 20v20v20, you don't have a lot of teammates being supported. You all drop in different locations, even though it is more fun, like hectic. But I think 50v50 is just really much more fun, because you got 50 teammates fighting 50 different teammates, and you're always around someone, so they'll support it. But with this, we can probably assume it could be permanent. I hope it's permanent, because this would be so fun for players to have to have as a tool, like, permanently. And I think for me personally, I think it would help permanently, because I don't really win that much in Fortnite. As you can probably see at the end of this gameplay, you'll see I eventually die. So I think that having this would be very useful for me, because I could practice and learn from it. I'm like, okay, this is what I can do differently, um, and how I can improve my building, because sometimes I'm pretty slow at building. But recently I have been getting better at it. It's just the fact that there's not many materials to be dropped when it comes to building, and with this game mode, I think it'll be great. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it what to do with the playground mode in Fortnite. I'm honestly very excited. Let me know in the comments below if you're excited for this, if it'll help Fortnite in any way, because I have to say Fortnite is dying down a little bit. The hype, the updates have been brutal to the game with the RPGs and the building and everything. So it's hard to see. It's sad to see Fortnite go through this. It's one of the best, probably one of the most popular games in the world right now, and people have been switching out. To different games. It's hard because the new games don't come out for a couple months now, and people are already itching to play new games. So I hope this really does something good for Fortnite. It's sad to see. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care.